We're together. Okay, we're going to give it a minute to come through. We don't even know who's going to hop on, but we don't even care because we're just going to talk about a couple of things and then people can watch it back later, okay? So when somebody joins us, say you can see us so that we know. Hi, ladies. Oh, hi, okay. Tara. It's Tara.
Hi. Oh, hi, Tara.
Okay, so my mom's going to start off on what she wants me to start doing with our social media. So she's going to explain her new idea, and then we want people to
react. To react and tell us what you think. So
I need to tell, what does somebody say? I need to tell you, my sisters, that you're on. Yeah, tell them. Tell them. Okay, so go with what she's going to explain, okay?
So last week, it just came to me that maybe Lizzie should be doing her show live. Maybe a couple of days a week, maybe 3 days a week.
Not my show. She's, okay, the live.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I meant that Lizzie should probably think about cooking her food live instead of showing you the end product at the end of the day. I thought it'd be really helpful for her to cook the meal that she's telling you that she's cooking for the day right in front of you. So what does anybody think about that? She could take 30 minutes.
Okay, so what she's saying in a nutshell is that I know that you guys are liking me to wake up, tell you what I'm cooking, but then she's thinking about like 9, 10 o'clock-ish. I do a live, I don't know about every day, but I'm going to show you how I make that meal. And then it's, I don't know, it gives you the rest of the day to decide, oh gosh, I want to make that, or, oh, okay, now I understand how she makes that. So I don't know. Somebody just said, heck yes.
Really?
So we just want to know if that's something that you think would be really helpful. Okay, people are like, love this idea. Yes.
Oh, great. Great. I was just thinking that Lizzie is really animated when she does her pizza dough or whatever bread we're doing. And she's really good at showing you how to do it. And she's also super good at Instagram. And just, I don't know, I think she comes across great. And I think it'd be really fun if she could, I think helpful, fun, I think entertaining too, if she could maybe 2 or 3 or 4 days a week, I'm not sure how you would work that out with your kids, but I think you could, is just actually cook the meal that she's doing.
Yeah, so you're coming in with some comments. It's exactly what what she just said. It would create a fab community and a place to ask questions. So, a fun. Exactly. So it would be like this live like this, and you guys would be like, asking okay, questions. I don't get this. Right. Like, how are you really cooking your chicken? That type of thing. So yes, that's what our plan and thinking of that was, so that you could just get more of like a hands-on feel.
You could be answering questions as you're cooking. And you're doing really good at that.
Yeah, your recipes and food are so amazing and so easy. Working mom appreciates so much. That's so nice.
That is so nice. Thank you so much. You know, we had no idea how we were going to try to get this food nanny concept out there again. And it was great when Lizzie said, you know what, I'm just going to take this on. I'm just going to try to do it. All of the girls, all of your sisters, the sister-in-laws, everybody basically lives this meal plan and has been for years and years. And of course, I've been doing it since almost 1970. And I've shared it with neighbors and friends all across America. And we've got a lot of people doing our meal plan now. And I'd like to explain, Lizzie, a little bit more about what our meal plan really is.
Go at it.
So, the reason why I wrote my book, it's almost been, oh my goodness, it's coming up 15 years when I actually sat down and started to write this book. And the reason I did is that our oldest daughter, Katie, was just newly married. And she was living, I think it was DC at the time. And she was starting to cook, and she's had a baby and had a little family, and so she was cooking on a consistent basis, and she had friends say to her, "What in the world are you doing? How do you even know what to cook?" She said, "Well, I'm just following a meal plan that my mom did our whole lives." And it was basically comfort food night, Italian night, fish meatless for breakfast night. But what happened was, long time ago, my meal plan turned into a lifestyle. And that's the reason I wrote the book, was because I'd been living it for so long, I knew it worked. And the lifestyle that I had created also worked, with a couple of my rules. And a couple of the rules are, don't eat red meat back to back. Make sure that you eat a couple of nights a week, no meat at all. Make sure you have one night a week. If you love pasta, have pasta. Of course, pizza night, one night a week.
Yes.
But all done in portion control. And if we're eating everything that we love and crave, when we sit down to make our 2-week meal plan, of course, when we do it, or when you do it, Lizzie, you're thinking of what your body needs, what your body's craving. Mm-hmm. And if we have something super high in calories one night, like Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, or just our yummy Alfredo sauce, then the next night we eat lean. And so that's why it's a variety of food that keeps you healthy. So the reason I wrote my book was, I thought,
ask any questions too. I mean, she doesn't understand that people
I know, I don't understand that there might be
This
questions.
is why she doesn't do the social media, okay? But ask some questions if you want, but we're loving her story. It's story time with Liz.
Okay, right.
Okay, keep going.
It's basically, the whole Food Nanny plan is all value-based. And what we want to do, what I wanted in the beginning, was to bring you back to the dinner table, to get you cooking so that you could get your family around the dinner table at the end of the day, so that you could sort out and talk over the day and bond. And that's the whole thing. It's value-based. And eating good food. And the hardest part about dinner is,
yes, it's deciding what to make. Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
It's trying to figure out what to cook.
Look, her meal plan is super easy, and I know that I've told you this 1,000 times, but that is why I wanted to just try social media one more time, because we've tried it 10,000 times, and we are just like, okay, but I'm passionate about it. I keep telling you that all the time. And that's why we're trying to share it with others.
We're also passionate about the recipes, because they really work.
Because the food is so good, and when I always tell you they're easy, they really are. And so that's the thing.
And if you combine
Just
it
found
with
you. I love what I am seeing, and I'm going to buy myself your cookbooks for Christmas.
Oh,
that's
thank
so
you.
nice.
The thing is that our recipes are great, but more importantly, if you follow our lifestyle, then you're going to find yourself super healthy.
Okay.
And
how do you get a picky 6-year-old to eat? I just keep telling people to do that chart like she does on the Food Nanny episode.
I did a Food Nanny episode called Parker's Picky Palette. Go to thefoodnanny.com and look up my episodes there. I also have a TV show on BYU TV, and it airs every Wednesday morning and every Thursday afternoon. And actually the times are, it's Wednesday afternoon from 2 until 3:30, and then it's Thursday morning from 7 until 8:30. And you can eventually catch all 47 episodes. And what we did was we went really all over the world, and we took problems that each individual family were having, and we came up with ideas.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. They're great. Go look at that episode, because it will tell you what to do. I have a friend right now that's doing this with her picky eater. It saves them.
But also,
you do a chart.
But also, Lizzie,
what?
You need to tell them that what they can do right now is just always serve 2 to 3 vegetables with whatever it is you're cooking. Not necessarily on breakfast night. Say you're cooking French toast. Okay, that's the one time we don't have to do vegetables. But serve 2 to 3 vegetables, and even if they just take a pea or a piece of corn or a bite of broccoli or asparagus or green beans, they need to be able to taste it. And
okay, someone said, hi, newbie here. What the meal plan is they're a subscription. Just buy the cookbooks. Tell me more. You two are great.
Oh, that's so nice. Actually, we have the meal plan available now every 2 weeks. And Lizzie was even doing a grocery list, but there's not that many people really interested in the grocery list. And I think the reason why is because every household is so individual and so different on what you have available. Getting this huge grocery list might be too hard. So just pick out the recipes you like and then figure out what it is
The
you
meal
need.
plan is just that she came up with that you grocery shop every 2 weeks. So you've got the food in your house, you're prepared for dinner.
But it's one main grocery shopping every 2 weeks.
Yes, one
yes,
main.
You'll
yes.
have to go back for maybe some more milk or some tomatoes or maybe another fresh vegetable. But things like potatoes and onions and fresh garlic and carrots, these things keep for 2 weeks. And then your meat, you come home and you wrap it up and you put it in the freezer. Most things I found, I saved so much money by not going back to the store.
You really do save so much money because not only are you like going to the grocery store every other second, just grabbing here and there, you can't walk in the store without paying $50.
Oh, no.
I mean, like
least,
that.
At least.
And so this saves you. It's like you have your plan. You don't go in buying whatever, and it just helps you prepared so that 5 o'clock, you know it's dinner time, what you're making, you're ready.
Actually, 4 o'clock.
Okay, 4 o'clock.
If you don't have it figured
4
out by
o'clock.
4 o'clock, then you're
Well,
just
true.
gonna
I do cook at 4.
You're just going to forgo dinner.
Are there any new episodes? No, she is not. She's not doing any more episodes.
No, there's no new episodes, but there are 47 episodes on KBYU and BYU TV. Go to byutv.org and you can pull them all up. You can also go to our website and pull them up.
Yeah.
And they're really great. We have episodes
Tara.
in Greece, in Italy, in Hawaii.
Yeah, they're
London,
great. They're great.
New
They're
York.
great.
Oh, those are amazing. Amazing. And amazing people. I love everybody we did episodes with. I learned as much as they did.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Someone said, my favorite thing ever is watching Food Nanny episodes while I make dinner. I don't know why, but it makes me feel awesome.
Oh, that's so nice.
so nice.
Thank you.
I'm already loving your banter. You guys are the epitome of a mother and daughter. Lizzie, can you please just come cook for me? Tara, we are going to talk about that. She's sorry, we were paused. Okay, so keep going with what you want to say really fast. We don't want this to be 2 hours long.
The other neat thing that we have in our cookbooks are conversation starters. Often for some of you that have teenagers and maybe you've got a little bit of a problem going on in your home with anybody in the house. A good way to get the conversation started at dinner is with our conversation starters. For instance, I can just open the book and just find, okay, here's a conversation starter. It says, have you talked with any of the Latino kids in your school about their culture or about their native language? What do you think it would be like to come to a new country and start learning a new language? So I just randomly picked a page. So that's a really great, fun conversation starter. We have so many new great immigrants and just, oh my word, just so many wonderful people joining our country and joining all around our country. And at school, the kids are meeting kids who are speaking every kind of language. So what would that be like? That's just an example. Lizzie, should I give them another example?
I feel like the 2-week plan is better than one. One used to be, two. I think 2. Are you trying to say 2 was better, Ashton? Hi, Ashton. 2 is better, right, than 1. What's your website? thefoodnanny.com. Where can I order your books in Canada? DM me. Can we ship to Canada?
We'll figure it out.
I think we'll figure it out. DM me after, okay?
But let me tell you, I experimented for years with 1 week. And pretty soon, well, it wasn't years, it was more like months. And pretty soon I'm just like, all I'm doing is making a meal plan. I'm going to go to 2 weeks. I even tried a month. A month was too long for me. Might not be too long for some of you. A week might be perfect for some of you. But for me, it was 2 weeks. And the reason why, Lizzie, was because your dad got paid on the 1st and on the 15th.
And that's same for me right now. So that's why it saves me too.
And that's how I make my money work. I saved so much money raising 7 children doing this. And this is including lunches and desserts. With what I'm buying, but I'm making all of our desserts from scratch. For our lunches have never been that fancy. They've always been peanut butter and jelly, oftentimes turkey. That was a luxury.
Okay, well, times have changed a little bit. Yeah, turkey. Okay, but let me explain something really fast because I keep getting this question a lot. They don't understand what's new on the new cookbook. So I get this a lot, so I want to answer this. So what it is the same theme nights, okay? It's just more recipes. That's it. So I get this question a ton. But it's just way more. How many more recipes is in this one? It's a ton.
Well, we actually added a new chapter.
Look how used my books are. This is like my 3rd book of the new one.
In the new book, we actually added a new chapter, which is sandwiches.
Oh, yeah, the sandwiches are amazing.
We have everything in these books.
Look, so you just like this one, sides. It gives you all the recipes for sides. And I told you I'm going to start digging into the desserts really in this one because it's rocking.
Oh, yeah. We have.
Anyways, that's the question on book number 2, okay? It's just more recipes.
For instance, in book number 2, we have like béarnaise sauce.
She's only done 2. She's only done 2 books.
Yeah. We also have like beef bourguignon.
Oh my gosh, there's so many comments. Keep going, I guess. I found you years ago on BYU. I would Google you and not find anything. I'm thrilled that you are back. Look forward to watching Lizzie every day. That's nice.
That's so nice. Lizzie,
2 weeks is better.
We were thinking that maybe I could fly out here possibly once a week and maybe we could do a live.
She flies for free. My dad used to be a pilot, so she gets to come here. Well, so that's why you would get to come every week.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's easy for her to come.
Yes.
So we're thinking about doing a live with her once a week if you guys have all these questions. But
we could save the questions up if we could, and then we could together answer them. And we were thinking that that'd be good. And then sometimes we'll talk about some of our passions because we have a lot of them. I get asked all the time about portion control. And that's one of our main passions, and that's a question that I get asked, Lizzie, every day. So let me just talk about that for a second, could I?
Yes. Talk about whatever you want.
So basically, portion control works like this. Everybody says, what do you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Okay, we start out slow with our meal plan, and I have done for 48 years. And what I mean slow is somebody said once, I have a really good friend, Shauna, her husband said once, he said, I don't like to get the bear, let the bear out yet, which means, I'm so hungry. That's sort of how I felt way back when I was so young in my 20s. I didn't want to get up just eating a lot for breakfast because I felt like, now I don't want to stop. But I know that there's a lot of you who like to have your main meal at breakfast. And that's fine if that works for you. That's great. Health people tell us that often that breakfast is
fine. That's fine. We're not a health blog. We're not a health blog. We're not promoting that.
But
this
we
is
also
what we
know
promote.
Healthy stuff.
Yes, but we're not. Nobody.
And I have worked with a nutritionalist for years about different things. But basically, I start out slow in the morning. So what I'm eating is some oatmeal, which is one of my favorites and I've eaten forever. Oatmeal is a choice. I love just good old-fashioned Quaker oatmeal with. I don't like it flavored. I just put a little bit of brown sugar on it and milk. Mm-hmm. I love that in the morning. I also love my famous traditional, for me, hot chocolate. For some reason.
And guess what? We're going to show that tomorrow morning when she's actually making it. We're going to show you how to make it, like a live on how you do it. Because you need it in your life. Step by step.
It wakes me up in the morning. It fills me up. and it's actually good for you. I'm getting a lot of calcium from it. The chocolate that I'm using is dark chocolate and also Hershey syrup, but the dark chocolate is actually good for you. And I don't know, it just wakes me up and gets me going. It's so warm and so delicious and fills me up. Another thing I love to do is have an egg. I love an egg with my fabulous kamut bread. That's probably one of my all-time favorites. But Lizzie, when you kids were growing up, I was cooking everything for breakfast. Do you remember? I mean, pancakes. Well, you're number 7.
I didn't get it that much.
Oh, what did you get? What did you get?
I don't know.
Hot chocolate and toast.
Yeah,
right. No, she got more than that. But honestly, when I was in the thick of the 7 kids, I was sort of doing breakfast, rotating like I was doing my meals, waffles, French toast, pancakes, eggs.
Sometimes you can have that stuff. You can have one pancake.
Well, yes, and it's just that I'm down to nobody at home for years, so I haven't been doing that for a long time. But we do it on Saturdays.
Yes.
And often, and on occasion on Sunday if we have enough time before church. But okay, she says I'm talking too much about breakfast. All right, so that's sort of breakfast. Also. A piece of toast with peanut butter on it.
Yes,
Send them out the door.
Okay.
So those are some of my ideas for breakfast that I do now, but I used to do everything. Okay, lunch, our favorite thing in the whole world, let's say it together, is sandwiches.
I'm like, what are you going to say? Yeah, I love sandwiches.
Yeah, isn't it our favorite thing for lunch?
Well, yeah.
I mean, forever. We love sandwiches, but not really fancy sandwiches. Right, Lizzie? Not really that fancy of even sandwiches. My favorite thing when I'm home is a small sandwich. It's either tuna with dill in it, or celery, or salt and pepper, yummy tuna. It's one of my favorites. We make our veggie sandwiches often. But then I also sit down to lunch with a piece of string cheese, some salami often. I love the little grape tomatoes, and I always have to have a few chips. I can't sit down. My lunch is not complete.
Me too.
Without a few potato chips.
Me too.
Lizzie, lately I've actually been trying the baked Lays.
Oh, I love the baked
And there's
Lays.
some others.
Oh, yeah.
They're my favorite. They're like 60% less fat.
Yeah, I love them.
But forever, we were just eating Lays or Ruffles.
Yeah.
Our favorite. And that's kind of lunch. But this is another key with lunch. You need to sit down and enjoy. For 20 years, Lizzie, I never ate out. Now we eat out for lunch a lot. And so we
just went to Chick-fil-A. We got a kids meal because, like I've told you, it's like the perfect small portion.
If we go to McDonald's, it's a kids meal.
Yeah.
If we go to Kneaders, we share a sandwich. Or I like to get the cranberry sandwich with the turkey and the cranberry. It's so good. We even share that one.
Yeah.
Wherever we go for lunch, we're definitely sharing. If we're at, say, In-N-Out for dinner, on occasion, we're not sharing an In-N-Out burger for dinner. No. And we wouldn't even share that for lunch. But we'd be careful because that might fill us up. Because one of the most important things is you have to be hungry to cook your dinner. But also portion control comes in there. And this is why we're sharing. This is why we're eating less. Now, what about in the afternoon? We always have a snack.
Always.
And it's always something. Well, it could be string cheese. It could be a piece of fruit. But most often, it's a cookie or like our yummy pumpkin bread that you have over here on the counter. Have a bite of that. A small piece of that. and then it's dinner time. Eat before 7 o'clock. Push your plate back when you're satisfied.
We try not to eat after 7 o'clock. I mean, some nights, I know that's hard, but we try not to do that.
Lizzie, do you ever seriously go a day without a sweet?
No.
Well, maybe if you're really trying to be good, and if you have
I told you I had to lose 60 pounds, And I'm almost back to what I was, but yeah, I mean, I'm back to eating treats. I can't help myself.
Yeah. When I had 7 children and losing that weight every single time, I wasn't eating treats. I have to tell you that. And it wasn't until I got down to the weight that I wanted to be at and felt good at. Doesn't matter how much you weigh. It's how you feel, everybody.
Yeah, it's exactly
It's
how
not
you
about
feel.
weight. It's about how you feel. That's all it's about. So don't...
Let me just answer these really fast. Should I buy both books or just one or the other? I would buy both. And
Because they're like salt and pepper.
yeah, it's like salt and pepper. They go together. Also, the books are on sale and only until January. They go back up to 20 a piece. And what's your favorite recipe?
Oh, I have a few favorites. One of them is my Italian lasagna. Something that we're cooking tonight, chicken Italiano, is one of my favorites.
Oh, it's so good.
All of our roast beefs. Oh my goodness. Our Alfredo is so dreamy.
Somebody said they
I want
made
to
that.
bottle it and sell it.
I find eating before 7 really difficult. I'm a working parent and I'm not home until after 6.
So basically what you need to do, like so many of my friends have done in the past, is make your meal plan. And while you're cooking, say on Tuesday night, you're already looking at what you're having on Wednesday and seeing how you can begin to prepare for Wednesday. So that's how most of my working friends have done it, and I have many, many, many. Also, you can look at your meal plan on Sunday night or even even get started. I have a lot of people who say cook a ham or a roast beef or a whole chicken on Sunday, and they're using it. They're cooking it on Monday. They're eating it on Monday. On Tuesday, they're putting it in a pasta or not. On Wednesday, maybe they're not using it, but on Thursday, they're putting it in cheese enchiladas or chicken burritos. I don't mean cheese enchiladas. I meant chicken enchiladas or chicken burritos or chicken salad. And so what I'm saying is you can use what you have prepared all week long. If you have a big family, you cook a couple of chickens.
And you can freeze anything that we have. You can freeze any meals that we really eat and pull them out.
Anything. Oh,
Anything.
Lizzie, probably my all-time most favorite recipe, arugula pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I'm probably most known for that recipe. That and my French baguettes.
The books, you can find them at thefoodnanny.com. Thefoodnanny.com.
Yeah.
I love your cookbooks. Use my website. Okay, what?
Are
That's
we
so nice.
helping you? Are we'd like to answer questions because my whole goal...
We have so many things we could talk about. You don't get it. These lives could go for 10 hours because we have so much to say, and she hasn't been here, and she's behind the scenes all the time. She wants me to be saying certain things, so...
We want you to be successful. That's the whole key. We want you to be successful in your health and with your family. The whole key to keeping your family together is having dinner at night. It's wonderful to get together at breakfast time and give everybody a kiss and out the door. But it's so important to come together at the end of the day and look each other in the eye and say, what happened today? And a lot of people have super bad days, and sometimes we're celebrating because such fabulous things have happened, and we need to celebrate together as a family. It can also bring hard feelings that are going on in the family. It can help that by sitting together, everybody sitting together, eating good food, having eye contact. Just being together can heal a family. Can heal an individual.
Yeah.
And that goes for husband and wife. If we've got an angry dad or a sad mom, if you get together at the table and just come together and sit together and eat, not some at the counter and some in front of the TV and some in the bedroom, everybody sitting together around the dinner table.
Okay, we have some questions coming in.
Okay.
Get
I'm going off.
We get up right to the screen.
Okay.
Whoops. This is so inspiring. Thank you so much. I'm going to fill out my meal plan now. My absolute favorite dish is the penne with sausage, red potato, and green
that's
beans.
a favorite.
Do you think using the right pots and pans make a difference?
Yes, it makes it more fun. It makes it more fun. But
I told you about the new pot and pan set that I got at Costco, and those are amazing.
Lizzie, do you have your old pans? Did you throw them away?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because, I mean,
They were
I was
bad.
going to show it to you. I was
Bad.
going to show you how bad it was.
It's like getting a new outfit. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay,
Well,
this is fun.
well, no,
and
Lizzie,
it does make a difference.
Lizzie, it is important. It is important to have some nice pans, but it's not like it's a must. But nice pans are like Costco pans for less than $200.
They look like the all-clad, honestly, and that's what I've been like, oh, I'll just save up and buy them one day, and
Lizzie,
then
you had been using Amy's old pans from when she got married.
Yeah, they were like forever
When you got
old.
married, she gave them to
Yeah,
you, and they were so bad. But having the right kitchen utensils and kitchenware is so important, and it'll get you in the kitchen will just call you and call you and call you.
Okay. How did you lose your weight, Lizzie? Just the way we've been talking. I mean, it's all about having a small breakfast. I cut out bread. I cut out dessert. We've said that when you're really, really, really trying to lose weight, you have to cut out those things. And like we said, we are no crazy health blog. We do not understand what it is to work out. We're just very active. We like to walk. I literally have a walking treadmill. You can't even run on it. You can only walk on it.
Judy gave it to you.
Yeah, our old neighbor gave it to me. But you
dear
just
friend.
like to walk a lot. But I will never be as small as this one. It's
stop
part
it.
genetic. She's
It
so
doesn't
small.
matter. It doesn't matter.
But
it's not about that.
I don't even think
Ever.
my body could get that small. I'm just saying, but you know what I mean? I cut out those two things to really lose my weight.
But we never cut it out completely
No,
because diets
no,
don't work long
no.
term. It's the lifestyle. But when you're really trying to lose weight, you need to cut out bread and sweets. But that's about it. And then eat
And
more
not
vegetables.
forever.
No.
It was a couple of
Oh,
months.
no.
You know what I mean?
You're back eating sweets.
Well, yes. I'm
yes,
back eating
and I
it
was
all.
too in a few months. But
You're such a joy to
But I
watch.
didn't cheat.
Do you have a specific dinner time every night, or does it range?
I mostly did. My specific dinner time was usually between 5:30 and 6. And that's thank you for asking that question, because so many people that I talk to around the whole world say, well, I get discouraged with dinner time because everybody's coming in at different hours. And I tell them, you cook for who is home, and then you put their plate in the microwave or back in the fridge and then get it out and heat it up when they do get home. Because Lizzie, do you remember when you were growing up, when your older brothers and sisters were either out doing football or basketball or wrestling or whatever, or working a job a couple of nights a week, and they would come in around 8:30, 9 o'clock, but they hadn't eaten, they hadn't gone and bought a taco or, anything, because they knew if they could just get home, they were going to have this yummy meal.
And like I've told you before, she had her 2-week meal plan that was like always posted on her fridge. So each of us would, like, before we went to school, no joke, we would go to the fridge and it would be like, oh my gosh, what's tonight? And now, I mean, it was like, that's all we thought about all day. We craved it. We couldn't wait for it. And now it's a problem. That's what we still do. We like look forward to it because these recipes really are that good and you crave it.
It's horrible. I'm so used to eating what we've been cooking for over 40 years. Like, for instance, if I'm traveling and it's Mexican night, I'm looking for Mexican food. Mm-hmm. But it's also great because it's so easy to pick a restaurant.
Yeah, it helps you decide what to get, Oh,
I was gonna answer something. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, it's so easy. You're out on a trip, you get home,
you practice what you preach.
Yes, exactly.
You do.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Anybody that knows me, if I'm out eating out at night, which when I was raising my kids was rare. Although when I really, 20 years into marriage, I was cooking 5 nights a week and trying to take at least one night off. At least one night off.
Oh my gosh, at least 2. one?
Lizzie,
oh my gosh.
Lizzie,
okay, I try to take 2.
Years.
Oh,
yes, but we say now to cook 5 nights a week, take 2 days off. But if you can't do 5, cook 2 or 3. But if you cook 3, there are there are super rewards if you cook at least 3. And you can get on the internet all day long and you can find out what the rewards are. Like your kids will have better grades, your family will bond, your kids will want to get to know you. Oh, I could go on and on and on.
Okay, I know. I don't even know how long we've been on here. It doesn't tell you. I found you at Swiss Days. You were sampling the beer bread with raspberry butter.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. It's still my favorite. So
love
nice.
Swiss.
Such a beautiful message. I'm excited about dinner now. Inspired her to make it on occasion for my family. That's just what we're trying to do.
The other thing is, Lizzie,
Trying to get
don't
my
feel
stone.
guilty. Don't feel guilty. If you haven't been doing this, don't feel guilty. If you can't do 5 nights a week, don't feel guilty. Do what you can do, but try to do 3 because of the rewards and the value that it's going to bring to your family and you. And for those of you who are cooking for yourself, you deserve a meaningful dinner time. And something that I've always said, Lizzie, every child deserves a place to be at dinner. Every child deserves that. And if you're the caretaker, whether you're an aunt or a grandma or a stepmom, it doesn't matter what your position. If you're the caretaker of a child, they deserve a meaningful dinner time.
And don't you really notice like the difference of your kids when you're really cooking something yummy? Because I do. Like, I don't care where my kids are around the house. The minute I start really baking something, it brings all of them down here, and they're like, "What are you doing, Mom? What are you cooking, Mom?"
But they keep busy.
And they get so excited.
Yeah.
And
It's like
they're
Christmas.
and they just can't wait to have it. And I'm not making that up.
No.
Like, it really gives them this sense of comfort and a place, and like
the
you
smells
always
coming
say.
from the kitchen, there you can't replace it. You know, I was food nannying a girl, Tamara, and she was telling me that when dinner time comes.
Well, thanks for joining, Amy, already. She said I didn't know you were going live.
And
well,
anyway,
our sister.
This darling girl, Tamara. Oh, hi, Aim. This darling girl, Tamara, was telling me that she just goes crazy every night because the kids they get into such bad moods around dinner time. And I said, Tamara, I promise you, if you start cooking, the kids will back off. They will find something to do because you're in the kitchen. It's going to make them so happy.
Yeah.
And she called me the first night she began her 2-week meal plan, and she said, I can't believe it. You were right. When I was in the kitchen and the smells started coming from the kitchen and they saw me busy chopping and cooking and preparing something, she said they were never happier. And she said they didn't bug me. They weren't underfoot. And it was great.
Okay, somebody said, did you create most of your recipes or did you learn them from friends or travel?
All three. I created a lot of my own recipes. I learned a lot of them from travel. For instance, a lot of the Italian recipes. I was so enamored and in love with Italy for years and years and years that I would come home. And this is before there was a Food Network. This is before, the only person really cooking back then that I can even remember was Julia Childs. And she was cooking mostly French, which we got on a French kick for years.
Amazing.
And I put some weight on, which I love French food.
Well, everything's
but
like
I
peanut
went
butter,
through,
right?
I actually went through Julia Child's book, just like that show, Julia.
Yeah.
And
Such a good show.
Oh, her food was amazing, is amazing. But I was cooking it much too often. You need a variety of food. But basically, I'd come home from Italy, and I would run to the library, and I'd have the taste in my mouth, and I would try to find something with that taste, and I would look up recipes.
And didn't you learn a ton from your grandma?
Well, and then the other place, of course, my grandma and my mom, and the other place were magazines. I would occasionally get recipes or ideas from magazines. So it was mostly back in my day, the library, magazines,
But
relatives, my mom, my grandma, my aunt.
She created this strawberry cake in this new book that I'm going to show you. It is everybody's like absolute favorite. I keep making it for everybody here in Denver. I've had people pay me to make it for them. They're obsessed. That is the best cake. And anyway, she completely made that up.
Yeah, that one I did.
She's very good. She's very
But
good.
we have,
Okay, well,
but let me tell them. Most of the recipes in my book, well, every recipe in my book that I got the idea from or just used the recipe, I got permission from them. from the person and I gave them credit for it. And that's why my books are so meaningful to me to this day, is because so many of my dearest friends that I have known all over the U.S. are in my books. And there are others who I wish I could have had their recipes in my books, but for this reason or that reason, I didn't get it, or I got it too late, or I don't know. I don't know why I'm
so she's telling you, like, by every recipe, it just tells you who she got it from.
Yeah, if I did, or the idea.
Yeah, or the idea.
Or the idea, but many of them I did create myself. My whole lifestyle is me. That's my idea. And I actually met with a nutritionalist over 40 years ago, and I talked to her about some of my ideas that I was doing, because people started asking me even that long ago, so you're doing this kind of lifestyle thing, and you're doing a variety of food. And so I did. I talked to a nutritionalist, and I talked to her about eating fish, and she said, statistically and realistically, you need to be eating fish 2 to 3 times a week. And I said, I can't afford fresh fish 2 to 3 times a week. So I said, how about 1 time a week? And then we grew into eating fish on occasion 2 nights a week, because on grill night, we started grilling it because Costco came around and fish was more accessible. The cost went down some. Okay. But anyway, Lizzie's saying, okay, I don't
know how long we've been on here. So if there's no more questions, we're going to come back. Tell them, okay, so just let me say it one more time to make sure that people really want this, okay? Her new idea, I know you probably want to see her face more than my face. No,
they don't. They want to see you.
Like I said, we don't live by each other right now. It's so sad. But she wants me to show. Sorry,
London.
The baby's being sad.
London's
she
been
wants
care of the
me.
Baby. Thank you, sweetie.
She wants me to show me making the recipe. I like maybe 3 times a week, and just really showing you, right, and just how easy it's going to be. And then maybe it will inspire you to make it that night if you need an idea or whatever. So can you let us know if you want us to do this?
Sort of like her own little cooking show in a way, because she'll just be cooking. She cooks every night anyway, so instead of just showing you the picture, she can go through the steps
because those videos are just so fast.
They're so fast.
Okay, but and then we're gonna show your hot chocolate tomorrow. We're gonna show the Mexican hot chocolate that we told you about.
Oh yeah, because that's an incredible keeper. Something that we learned. Well, the hot chocolate. I was going to show you how to boil and bake chicken, so it comes out perfect every time. So no more chewy, rubbery chicken. And that's always a question that I've had from day one. And I actually learned to do this from my own mother. And my mother was such a great cook.
Wait, what?
Somebody asked about BYU TV before we close.
Can you say the BYU site before you close?
Go to byutv.org and then go to, I think it's shows. Shows or family
love
site.
it. The steps for bread help. It looks like people are liking it. Somebody said get the BYU TV app.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes, please do this. Can you let us know the day before so we can have the supplies on hand?
And I want to say how much I love BYU TV and how great they were to me and everybody that I worked with. I miss those people so much. I love you guys.
Okay.
We never get to see each other anymore.
Shout out to
I love you guys.
BYU. Okay, you have inspired me. I was so scared to make bread, but now I think I can do it. Yes, you can do it. It was so great. The bread video was so great.
Our breads are so easy.
You made me famous with your Italian bread.
Lizzie, can I just say this? We're all about bread. Bread is my passion, and bread is what got me even doing any of this, Lizzie. Because when I got married really young, like 19, and my husband was learning to be a pilot, and he was gone 24/7 in the Air Force, and I was home alone, and I just started baking bread. And I watched my grandma do it, I watched my mom do it, I watched my aunts do it, it became my passion. And I have to tell you that I have a new passion. I have a new grain, and I have told you about it.
Yes,
for those who've seen it, it's kamut, and it's something that I'm going to get out there. I hope with your help.
That lady's
Lizzie.
still saying she can't. It didn't come up with anything from the Food Nanny. Do I look it up under Food Nanny on BYU TV?
Well,
Or
I'll tell you,
did you stay on our website? I don't know what you're saying.
on Wednesday, the shows are from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then on Thursday, they're from 7 a.m. to 8:30.
Make rolls before
wish I
Thanksgiving.
could-
We'll show you. We have our cooking class on Thursday.
And so you'll see what we're gonna
We'll
do
show
with the
you
rolls.
stuff. We'll do a live, when we
Those
do
turkey
that.
rolls are darling. It's
do a
basically
live.
our famous croissant rolls, which I've been making forever, for 40 years.
She said
and we make them into turkeys.
under the search tool on the BYU site. Yeah, just try to look up the Food Nanny, right?
Well, I can't remember exactly. Nancy, you're going to kill me, because Nancy said, Liz, make sure you know exactly to tell them where to go. And I thought I wrote it down, but we'll let you know. We'll let you know exactly.
DM us
What to
later,
punch.
and we'll try to find
Yeah.
it. DM us later.
But it's there.
Okay, but we have a couple of.
Oh, go under lifestyle. That's it. Lifestyle. Family lifestyle. You'll see the Food Nanny. That's it.
I will check your site. She just, yes. Did you catch what she said? Say it again. Lifestyle.
Yes, go under BYU lifestyle. I think it's family lifestyle, something like that. And then you'll family shows, the Food Nanny will come up.
Yeah, she
can
said
see all
scroll down to
47.
lifestyle, and it's right there.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
do all 40, see all 47.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
I hope this made sense. I know we could talk for hours, and I know she's got a
Hours.
lot to say.
I really appreciate
But-
Lizzie. Can I just say thank you, Lizzie? It's really fun to watch her from home, and we're all cooking along with her too. And it's really fun. It keeps us motivated, even keeps us cooking. I hope it's doing the same for you, because I believe it's the most important thing you'll do all day, is to put
We could listen
a
for
nutritional meal on the table for your family. I believe it's the most important thing you can do all day. It was the one thing that I did in my life that was the most rewarding thing I ever did, was put a delicious meal, not gourmet, but just hot food on the table for my family. And we came together and we bonded. That's what we did. Oh, Sunday was a free day. Sunday was a free day when as far as eating.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah.
ate our rolls all day long. We made rolls every Sunday, and we would eat them for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But
But we're doing more lives. We're going to do more. This is not it forever. We're going to
Okay.
show our stuff. So thank you. Thank you. Everybody's so nice saying thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
we're
you.
going to show you our stuff. So there's more to come. So make sure to tune in while she's
Tune
here.
in and tell your friends.
Yeah,
So
tell your
fun.
friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell your
And
friends.
We'll talk to you again. And if you have any questions, we'll try to answer them the next time we come on.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
Love
you.
all you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Hold on, I got it. And